Okay. Cool. So, one success story, one not so success story. We'll at least loot the stuff from that previous fight. We might be able to talk to these people a little bit more here. See if we can get a little bit more information. Do you two have anything else to say?
Witcher.
You don't.
Give me a moment. I must gather my thoughts myself.
You don't care to either.
Before I lose my patience.
Kinda curious if there's anything else in this area. Now that we are back here after Crones got pretty mad at us. Go through the store. I mean, we were previously saying, like, hey, don't stick around. Crones will get mad. They'll send more powerful enemies. Will that actually happen? I don't know. I mean, we could save here. And obviously, like, we shouldn't overwrite anything in case we do want to double back. But at the same time, like, rolling back the fourth wall here a little bit. Like, I'm gonna be playing for several hours straight after this. So even if you guys do say, hey, Lids, that was catastrophic what happened, go redo it, it's gonna be a while until I hear that from you guys. And so that means there'll be even more stuff that we would have to undo. Basically, it wouldn't be until, like, several more episodes until I would actually see that IRL and be able to get that feedback. So, for that reason, we kind of just need to go. And so we'll head off and go to the other quest. And yes, we should have expected, of course, for some drowners to show up here, because that is kind of their thing in this area. I'm going to try to just avoid them, though. We don't really need to be fighting them. And is this Johnny's house? Looks like it. Didn't realize we were gonna be going right past it. That's cool. Okay, so in theory, this is the area. There are a few monsters here. I mean, what we're actually trying to do here, though? Those are all rot fiends and other types of necrophages. So the idea is find the body of the Peller's father in the swamps using a witcher's senses. Okay. We should be doing this stuff. Not seeing anything, at least not immediately. There's this guy, who we were talking to a while ago. Not sure why there's stuff here that presumably we would have found before, but maybe we just ignored it for some reason. I feel like you guys might have told me that a long time ago when we were over here previously. Except again, by that point in time, we were long gone by the time I actually saw it. Well, that rocket showed up directly in front of us. It's going to explode. On its friend? Yes, but its friend did not take damage. I can't remember if it does usually damage its friends. Yeah, it does. In fact, that was enough. Get a rot fiend chain reaction. That's an efficient way to take him out from a weapon durability standpoint. And there's beehive somewhere. Somewhere very close by. Can't quite pinpoint it though. Yeah, the primary reason we're here is, yup, for this.
Swamps kept Ambrose's body in good shape.
Huh? That's a thing?
Even where the Peller smashed his head in. Gotta incinerate it. That ought to get the Spectre to leave.
Oh. Okay, I assume you mean like... Drink?
Leave the world of the living. Never return again.
Something tells me he's gonna, you know, like, appear as a wraith though, and then be like, how dare you? Talk to the Peller. Huh? Here we are done. Okay. Remind me where the Peller is. He is over here. Oh, right. He has his hut by Blackbound. Okay. So we are not very close to any fast travel locations at the moment anymore, I don't think. Is one potential issue. Yeah. Pack Bog is probably the closest, quite frankly. We tried going up this little mountain before. We may have. Something's coming after us. A drowner. Okay, just ignore it. It's not important enough. This reminds me of the place where there were some drowners previously, and there was the body down in this little gully here. Two bodies, actually. One of them had flowers. The other one didn't really have anything of note. And drowners didn't want to come down and say hello. Speaking of saying hello, let's maybe drop another save real quick. You fightable? Oh, you're only level 9. No worries. That was not Ard. That was still not Ard. Still not Ard. There we go. Hey, friend. Pretty sure it doesn't do what it's supposed to do if you're not flying when we argue. The point is to argue when you're flying. Or maybe when you're doing that. Not enough? Yeah? Come up. Except you weren't quick enough. Getcha. Not when you were fully down. Yeah. Dodge, but preemptively. Okay. Wyvern down. Wyvern egg and dragon scales. I'm assuming those are going to be very valuable crafting materials for us. But the thing is, even if this is the main road, that doesn't mean it's close to anywhere. At this point, probably closer to either Downworn or the Dragon Slayer's Grotto. We tried this little house here. I feel like when we did go to the Dragon Slayer's Grotto, we probably did. I think we did. Pretty sure we did. So following this path, I believe, is the one that'll bring us back to Downward. Just ignore the fact that the dotted line is directing us in the opposite direction. Approach. Please. Thank you all. Here's the harpy nest that we came across unexpectedly. Can you jump rope? Maybe. But if you can, that's not how you do it.
Come on now.
So, is this the edge of town? It is. Okay. Cool. And do you have new things at the notice board? Is that a thing? You do. Pots and ceramics, made and sold. Pots, mugs, and vases, molded and fired, all made of the purest clay straight from byways. Everything to fit your fancy, decorated or plain, but all pretty as a milkmaid and twice as sturdy. Another tanner, will flesh and tan hides of deer, wolves, and bears. Price negotiable. Will trade ornate citron rugs, free, for food. Meat preferably, though I'll consider greens as well. New items never used. Ideal for decorating walls, lovely fabric with linen, warm. Meant as a dowry from my daughter. The Blackens did her in. There will never be no wedding. Wicker work. This does sound really familiar. These notes here. Pretty sure we did see them, and maybe they just get updated or get reposted after a certain amount of time. Handiworks from wicker and birch, baskets, mats, and more. We use wicker both white and dyed, with and without bark. On request, we can also make furniture, brooms, and other such household necessities. No pots, of course. That's what the other guy does. Price negotiable, crops accepted most eagerly. Rat catcher, come to town. Rid your hut and yard of mice, rats, and other furry vermin. For bid extra, I'll see to the crawly, creepy kind as well. Fast and effective, using the latest natural methods. a special magic flute from Hamelstein, which do no harm to plants nor friendly beasts. Reasonable prices, effectiveness guaranteed. For modest pay, gladly in grain or greens, I'll carry brush and branches from the woods to burn for fuel and warmth. Yeah, I think we've seen all those things before. So where is your actual fast travel location, though? Also, can we take this stuff? We're right in front of the alderman. Hey, what's up, dude? By the way, looks like you have some leather straps. The empty bottles are pretty meaningless. But... what about in your actual house? Probably looted that. Right? Yeah. Okay. So let's find... I think it's going to be down here, if I remember correctly. Yeah. The signpost. And we want to make our way back to the Peller. This is... what? Twilight? Sunrise? Odd lighting that we have here. The sky is red. Anything we want to sell to the merchant?
And thus never meet, but men.
Don't
Take a
remember
peek if
what
you
we
don't
picked
mind.
up. We picked up, like, I think a few not so great swords that might not even be worth trying to sell to a blacksmith, because it's not going to make a huge deal when we're talking about a X% increase on the price when just 13 or 15 coins a piece. 20 or 19 coins, though. That might be enough. Nah, probably not. Still probably not. Let's just sell this stuff. Oh yeah, this one actually... they came in different levels, these Witch Hunter swords that we recently picked up. This one's level 10. This one's level 10. This one is 13. It's actually not that far away from what our current sword has. But I think it would have to be better, of course, for it to be worthwhile for us to use it. So let's dump. Gets rid of a little bit of weight. Gives us a
We'll
little
meet
bit of
again.
coin.
I know this.
Probably right. And there is this blacksmith over here, although I thought that previously we found that he was not willing to, talk to us at all. There are people fighting here. We did see them fighting here previously, but we tried to get in the middle of it, and they wouldn't let us. Maybe if we start doing the fist fights in Crow's Perch, because I think that was something else that we saw is now possible, then maybe those guys come next. I don't know. Or maybe it is purely a coincidence that they are fighting. Sorry, dog. Pushing you around. Get out of Roach's way!
Move it.
Roach does not have time for you. Roach has better places to be.
Come on.
Yeah, those are just dogs. Oh my god, a lot of them. Wow. Also pretty sure we went the wrong way. So, one moment here, as we walk right past them once more. Ow. And Roach is not happy. Not happy that we rode straight into him. And you know, Roach, I can't exactly say that I blame you. Mistakes were kind of made here. Can we just, like, ignite some of these guys off of them? Ideally, would have gotten more than just one. Very much like to just make these all go away without having to use any of our sword durability. And frying you all like that is kind of what I was thinking. Let's see. Leave us alone! Get over you? I think so. He did give us a few nibbles on the bum. But Roach, the coast is now clear. Actually, don't think we have much in the way of beggar tick. That might not be a bad idea to pick some of that up. Mushrooms, however, we got plenty of that. Pretty sure we've been here previously. Loot this stuff? No! What? Apparently not. Okay. So we might have been there? I don't know, man. I thought we were here before. I was pretty sure about that. Excuse me? What do you think you're doing? One moment while I pick up some beggar tick before I help Roach. Then I will help Roach. You leave Roach alone. Who shot first? Roach, let's get the heck out of here.
Go, go.
We went the wrong way.
Not so fast, Roach.
Go, go, but also not so fast. We gotta find
Take it
ourselves that pillar. Oh, we did theoretically have another dog that we took down over here. Do we need to loot it? No, probably not, but you never know. Actually, over here. Tallow. I think we have an absurd amount of that, and also an absurd amount of raw meat. And those things aren't terribly valuable, but at least they,
Slow now.
I don't think they have weight. The food and crafting items, generally speaking. And as long as we aren't using weapon durability, then it's not like we're losing anything to get them either. Okay, so here is the feller. Here's Princess. Alright.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
No, really. Not sure if we've talked to him about his wares before, especially because this doesn't seem to be grayed out at all.
Could use a few potion ingredients.
I'm curious.
Show me what you got.
Whoa! Lots of recipes here. What for? Lesser runestones, we've seen lots of that stuff, so I'm not terribly concerned about it. At some point, we might want to actually start buying them. But there are so many of them. They may not be crazy expensive by themselves, but there are 100 gold pieces a piece. There's like 20 of them. That's not cheap. So what else do you have, if anything? Or is it truly all runestones? Oh, you do have some of the greater ones, though, because most of these were lesser. So I'm not sure we've seen the graders nearly as often. That's starting to get a little bit interesting. Still all runestones, though? What was that? Live? Which is, what, one of them is defensive and one of them is offensive? I forget which is which. The glyphs appear to be affiliated with a specific sign of some sort. Okay. That's that stuff. Cured draconic leather. Sounds like that is an extremely valuable crafting resource of some variety. Lesser runestone, I'm assuming, is probably a base ingredient for many of those things. Likewise, the lesser glyph of infusion. What about this crafting recipe? Northern wind, pouring enough for crafting a bomb that explodes on impact. That might be good. Because that is more so the kind of thing that I think we might be looking for with our crafting recipes. And buying just one of these is a little more stomachable than buying every single runestone diagram that this guy has. Let's get that. And then here we find the typical crafting or alchemy ingredients that some of them seem fairly common, though. Calcium equum, I think, is still hard to find. Some of these things, like quicksilver, is hard to find. In Cal water, the water hags seem to drop fairly often. But if we find that we're one or two pieces away from something really good, then it might be worth checking that out. So let's take a quick peek at what we have here. What does it take to be able to craft these things? It takes a potion? Craft vitriol? Wow. We don't have any allspice. I'm pretty sure that this guy was selling, so theoretically we could make that happen. Yeah, it seems like white gold is an ingredient for a ton of things, which is a little bit odd. You do need empty bottles for at least crafting alcohol, which is also probably not something that's terribly important because we have a bazillion of them. But, okay. Very cordial is also a type of alcoholic beverage that we don't currently have. We only have one Arenaria, so that might hold us back from crafting some things. Northern Wind is the one we just picked up the recipe for, and it only takes 2 allspice. It does seem like allspice is really important for a bunch of things. What is this? I don't know if we've heard of that. We do have a normal dancing star. This would upgrade it to, or we actually have an enhanced dancing star. This would upgrade it to a superior one. That's a little bit intriguing. So allspice, Negredo. Need more red mutagens to pull this one off. Algol decoction. Red mutagens are hard to find though. Mutagen? No, we haven't found that yet. We did run into a Leshen at one point in time. Haven't gotten an Arrakis mutagen, although we have run into some Arakai. One Archgriffin. What mutagen? Yeah, all the ones with the mutagens, if that's the thing that's holding us back, I think that's going to be difficult for us to pick that up on a whim. That's mostly going to be based on, did we happen to find this specific type of enemy? If not yet, then we're out of luck. Fiend mutagen, if we did happen to get one there, that would have been nice. After we fought the Fiend not so long ago. Leshen thing. Another potion of some variety that needs the red mutagen, so we could really use more of them. And I know it was, what, the Necker warriors that can drop them, maybe even some of the Endriga warriors as well, maybe not. Succubi, we definitely haven't seen them. Nor have we seen trolls. Water hacks, we have seen a few, but we haven't seen their mutagen yet. That's interesting. Oils. Cockatrice stomach. Yeah, I'm not sure we've seen any cockatrices either. Unless we buy one of those directly. Aria Eye. Haven't seen that either. Yeah. Oh, what about this? We get one more mistletoe. We could get a relic oil. Okay, so definitely lots of allspice. One mistletoe. Let's maybe do that now before I inevitably forget. Another allspice here, so the list continues. Albedo, and then there's one other thing that sounded kind of like that that we also wanted to pick up. This would be Superior Hangman's Venom. Sectoid oil. Okay, yeah, I think some of those things are going to be expensive. Let's check it out here. So if we were to pick up lots of allspice, 13 coins apiece, which is not cheap, but it's not exorbitantly expensive. Let's pick up a lot, but not every last bit that he has. Then we see some of the other high-level things we needed. Elemental Essence, I don't think was one of those things that we were holding out for. Arenaria is hard to find, like we were saying not long ago. Forgot seeds, no. Didn't see much that needed that at this stage. Ilford's Dust, no. Yeah, not seeing much of the other things, like the calcium, calcium ecrum, yes. The other crafting materials that we needed. Maybe a little bit out of luck in that regard. There might have still been some things that needed only allspice. Let's see what is now highlighted in green that was not highlighted in green before. Northern Wind. Do that. It's the new potion. We can craft it. Then anything else? Or are we mostly just setting ourselves up for being one piece away on several other things? And I think that's probably the case. Yeah. Huh. I didn't realize you can also apply filters here for all parts present, parts missing, and whatnot. Not entirely sure how you manipulate those filters, but anyways. We've now acquired the manuscript and actually crafted that northern wind.
Folk from the village come here often?
Oh, when help they need, the Pella they seek.
Help with what?
With the dead that come a-haunting, peace must be made. But they must then wait for Forefathers' Eve.
Yeah,
When an
about
evil
that though.
spirit runs wild in a homestead, drive the spirit off the Pella can.
And if I needed, say, a love potion?
Yeah, I'm not sure you want to go to
Which
this guy
would be
about
sent.
that.
Not a matter for the Pella, that.
But yeah, as for the task at hand, your father's body.
Found your father's body. Had to burn it.
Yeah, hope you don't mind.
Return for me,
okay.
he would have.
Okay. Pretty sure we've discussed this previously, but we'll bring it back up.
What's your story? You actually kill your father?
Was an evil man. The Pella feared him once, but then grew brave. What his father did to his mother, the Pella could not look upon it. So he split the father's head with an axe, left him in the swamp. But folk knew.
Okay.
Ghost's not likely to come back.
Thank you, Witcher. A reward for your aid. And if herbs or remedies you ever need, for near nothing you will have them from me.
Oh, did we just buy a bunch of things from him just before he gave us a discount? Probably. Oh well, we only bought a little bit of allspice. Wasn't crazy expensive. And the 50 crowns that we made off of this is probably roughly equivalent to what we would have saved. Okay. So, we are now, theoretically at least, done with that quest. Which means that we have, yeah, Fist of Fury. That one for getting to fistfights with people, at least based on the level recommendation, would seem to be next on our list. So, I suppose we are about to test that. Let's just take a quick look at other things as well. Oh, the Shrieker. I forget when we picked that up, but that was not long ago. That's actually a little bit of a lower level. That might be good to do next, because that's 8 versus the 11 for the other fight. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, let's mark it, though, in that case. I do not remember where it is. Talk to the contract issuer. Who is that? Where do they live? Oh. In Crow's Perch. Okay. We are not at a fast travel location at the moment. That can change. We can be a changed Witcher. Okay, so we'll head on
Not
back
so
this way.
fast, Roach.
Don't sit. Roach really does not want to stick to the road there.
Slow now.
And I believe the signpost is down here. Okay.
Move it.
Roach. Dude. Come on. You can do it. You
Come
can
on
do it.
now.
Here we are. Oh. Oh yeah, didn't we run past this person when we were doing the horse races previously? I feel like we might want to just check out what this is all about. Because otherwise, okay. I feel like we might want to check out what that is about, because otherwise we might get out of this area and kind of forget about it a bit. Now, there's a chance that it's going to be something super urgent that we have to drop everything to complete. I think that's fine, though, because those other things, the Witcher contract and the fighting people stuff, probably not super pressing for us to get to that. What's up?
What's the matter? A monster bothering you?
Nay, a ghost.
I think a ghost qualifies as a type of monster, but go on.
Can you tell me anything more?
You see, Jackamar haunts my dreams. Jackamar's my husband, or was till he died at war. He stands by me headboard and wails. So many years apart, I've such woe in the beyond. Come, join me. I say, I'll come, Jackamar, but when the gods summon me, not before. Then he says, leave your wedding ring by me grave. It'll make the waiting lighter. And I'd leave it, where the wood's not so terrifying. So, I thought to myself, maybe you.
You do the dirty work for you? Sure, your husband's. Yeah, is this some kind of manipulative ghost that's just trying to find a way to steal your valuables?
Sure it's your husband's ghost?
Not
You
sure
saying I can't tell me own mind?
what a ghost would
I'm old,
do
but I
with
ain't gone daft
a ring,
yet.
but
Not what I meant. There's wraiths that deceive, assume the form of dead loved ones. Trows, for instance, or dunnies.
Nay, I'm sure this is Jackamar. In me dreams he spoke of our nuptials, how we danced at Bellatane, how the Redanians killed him at Rind.
Rind? You've either mixed something up or you're very old indeed. Battle happened 80 years ago.
whoa.
Oh, aye. Slip of the tongue. Meant to say the Battle of Rivia.
Did you now? Something tells me that is not the case and you are in on this. Let's give it a shot. But I am very suspicious of you, lady.
Be glad to help. Where's Jackamar buried?
A little cemetery near Blackbow, in a grave neath the old tree. Here, take me ring. Once you've laid it down, come to me for your reward. I live in a hut in the middle of the village with my granddaughter, Lessie.
Okay.
The hell? Strange.
Yeah, this is strange indeed. Is it technically a Witcher contract? Or is it a secondary quest? Last rites? That's it. Let's give it a shot. I think it is. We're in the Blackbow area right now, right? Right by the Peller? Yeah, let's do that. Like I said, not a huge deal to change the order in which we're looking to do things right now, I don't think. That's the tree shadow. It's like, is that a giant monster of some sort? Like a wyvern or some other dragon-like creature that's about to swoop down on our heads? Apparently not. Okay, so this is our spot. I'm gonna save here. Again, on the assumption that something might be up here. I bet that is probably the case. Uh-oh. The goats! I knew it was a trap. I knew it. Also, mistletoe. Oh, well, that's Princess. Mistletoe, I know we've bought it from people on several occasions. Not sure if we've ever seen it in the wild, though. So just 1 second here. Also, I'm pretty sure we were meaning to buy some of that from the Peller, and then we just got some here for free, so nice. Okay, so I'm assuming it's this spot in the middle. Probably wolves? Yeah, okay. Here's our spot.
Must be Jackamar's grave.
Don't ask me how. Harold knows that, but sure, let's use the grave. That sounds like that's very wholesome and definitely not going to be
All right,
some
that's
disrespectful
done.
something. Okay, that's usually the sign of a wraith. That green sparkly stuff. Turn the old woman for a reward. Yeah, so it's not going to be that simple. When we talk to her, she's going to be the wraith. That's what's going to happen. Turns out that she's the one trying to deceive us. She wants the valuables. Well, I mean, she had the ring to begin with, so I guess... Not sure how the ring ties into all that. But she's just trying to deceive us. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. Here's Lessie.
You, white one. What's your business? Bloody Baron know you're here?
I know. There is an old man here as well, so either you are housing a random old man, or perhaps the person who you are claiming was your dead husband. Okay, well, it probably doesn't really matter, but you're claiming you had a dead husband, but well, why is this guy here then? I would have thought that this would be someone in your family, and he would seem to be roughly the correct age. Oh, are you actually outside right now? You might be. What?
First the army's
Are we supposed to talk to
Witcher,
Leslie? Oh, we are.
What
Okay.
brings you?
Yeah, the ring.
Leslie, right? Wanted to talk to your grandma.
To my...
What?
But she's been dead for years.
Thought so. Thought so.
Guess I talked to a ghost.
Yep.
Why wasn't she buried alongside her husband?
I can't say for certain. I was a little lass then. But my mum told me that shortly before Gran died, she learned Grandad had kept lovers on the side. She had no desire to lie beside him.
Seems she changed her mind. She wanted something to connect her and her husband in the afterlife. Asked me for help.
It's hard to believe. But you've an honest look about you.
That's the first
If
time
you
anyone
helped
said
Gran, you
anything
deserve a
like that
reward.
about us.
Here, tain't much, but I'm afraid it'll have to do.
Okay. Is that really it? No. Updated. Wait, hold on. But... yeah! We're done? Huh? Pretty sure it said there was a level recommendation on that quest. Thought it was level 8 or something. And yet, we didn't fight anything. So... not sure why we had that. So that potentially becomes one of the easiest quests we've had thus far. I don't know. Maybe we did something a little bit different. It didn't seem like we had any real options there to go a different route, but maybe if we had said no to the ghost lady at the beginning and we were like, no thanks, maybe she would have been like, well, how dare you, and then she'd turn into the Wraith and actually start attacking us there. Maybe that is why, but I don't know. It seemed pretty linear, and yet there was no fight. So, in that case, I think we do go for the Fists of Fury, Helen. And conveniently, we are right next to this fast travel location. Wait, hold on. It's still showing up there. Oh, what? It's actually right here? Is it these guys who've been beating each other up here all along? Seems like it is. Thought it was Crow's Perch.
Ruffians to lose horse and all. Don't hit me,
Talk to
Will you
you?
join the tournament? Eh? A bit of honest fist fighting to clear the lungs and bowels.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Jonah can be fierce. Likes the
Do
bite.
not blink
Get
at
me?
us like that ever again.
So, what'll it be?
Yeah, care to explain a little bit more? Kind of new to this.
What are the rules?
We mostly use fists, but no one looks askance at a straight kick to the stones. Defeat Jonah, then Smithy, and stand fish gulper, and you'll earn the right to face the sergeants. Velen's champion.
Oh. Okay. So I don't know if the options in terms of who we can face is different depending on where we opted to go here. Because I thought it looked like we were going to be able to do this either here or at Crow's Perch. Maybe we're jumping the gun by going here
All
instead
right.
of Crow's Perch first.
Let's see just how fierce Jonah is.
I do not like this guy. He keeps looking at us funny.
Feast your eyes on an epic clash between Jonah and the Drifter.
Okay, is it like fighting in The Witcher 2 where it's quick time events? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it is full-blown combat. Basically just gonna do a little bit of hit and run here. And this guy seems like he's kind of a pushover. Did you hit us there? I don't know, you might have. It would be nice to take 0 damage from you. Okay. Please disappear from this Base of existence.
Drifters defeated Jonah. Could this be a new champion of Velen in the making? Who can tell? You've still Smithy from the Inn at the Crossroads to defeat, then Fish Culper from Lindenville. I think you
Okay.
can guess what he does.
Oh, he got back up. Oh god, that was terrifying.